Welcome back to Best Thing on the Menu's full menu recap and rankings episode for Season 2. Oh man. Season 2 was so much fun. I loved everything about Season 2. It took everything from Season 1, made it better. It honestly could not have gone better, could not have gone smoother. From the restaurants to the guests to even me learning the show and how I want to do it, Season 2 couldn't have gone better. Such a fun season. Thank you again to everyone that came on. Thank you to everyone who watched. I'm already excited for Season 3. Let's just put it that way. If Season 2 was that much fun, it's just going to get better and better, and I'm super excited. But let's just dive right in it. Let's go. Full menu recap, rankings. We're going to do an aggregate from Season 1 at the end of the episode. So you'll have my top 10 restaurants for the show after we rank all 11 menus from Season 2. Because remember, we did a versus episode, so we actually have 11 to go through. Number 11. This was disappointing. I didn't expect this to be at the bottom spot. At number 11, with a 5.9, the Old Spaghetti Factory. This was the most polarizing menu of the season. This was the quintessential, depending on what you get, you love it or you hate it. There was a lot of great things. Cheesecake, second to none. Spinach artichoke tip, incredible. The chicken piccata, spicy Vesuvian. But after that, I really didn't like a lot about the menu. It was very forgettable, nothing really wowed. And for example, the meat sauce, the marinara sauce, you're a spaghetti place. The sauces didn't punch, they didn't wow. You've got a couple of great dishes, but overall, I wanted more. And I just didn't get it. Again, this restaurant was the perfect restaurant for this show because now after trying everything, I know what to get to love the Old Spaghetti Factory, but it's a very narrow margin of error on what you can get there and really, really be wowed. And I want to be wowed when I go out. So number 11, 5.9, Old Spaghetti Factory. Number 10 is going to anger some people. I know there's going to be people that aren't going to like this. So it's 6.1, coming in at number 10, In-N-Out. In-N-Out is number 10 for me. You can't have that simple of a menu and mess up the shakes that bad. It doesn't work that way. Jeff was way nicer about the shakes than I was. I would never, ever order any of those shakes. They were bland, they were flavorless, and that's 1/3 of your menu. To get the food to be really great, especially the fries, you have to order it well done. You have to jump through these hoops and do things a specific way. I like the burgers. They're a very cost-effective burger, and I think that the burger is very, very good in itself, but the menu is too small to have such a glaring need on the fries and a glaring need on the shakes. For me, that's got to put it in the 6s. Number 9, bit of a jump. We're starting to get into good menu territory. At a 6.8, Taco Time. Taco Time has got some solid items. There's things I absolutely crave from Taco Time, and I've been to Taco Time since filming that episode. Those crisp rolled burritos, you can't get away from them. Some of their burritos, really, really good. The tots are great. The cinnamon crustos are good. They're addicting, for sure. But it's fast food Mexican. There are some things, I can't put anything in the 7s that has a taco burger. I can't. The taco burger alone, the taco burger ruined your score. You get that off the menu, you'll get into the 7s. It was one of the worst things I've ever had. That took you out of the 7s. You can't have that on the menu, honestly. But there's so many great things at Taco Time, and it is heads and tails above Taco Bell. Heads and tails above. Some really great items, but there are some definite landmines you have to avoid when you go to Taco Time. Number 8, at 7.1, Texas Roadhouse. It's a good menu. It really is a good menu. The big ding on Texas Roadhouse has to be the pork, and it has to be the seasoning of the steaks themselves. Those two things are going to have to bring that score down. 7.1 is not a bad score. That's a good restaurant. That sandwich lineup was incredible. I loved the burgers, loved the sandwiches. The prime rib is still second to none. Absolutely loved that big old brownie. They've got a couple of desserts. They do them right. They've got stars in the appetizers, stars in the entrees, stars in the sandwiches, and stars at the dessert. Really, really good stuff. But the pork and the seasoning issues are things that I think they can improve on. I really think if they got those two things down, that will elevate it even more than it is. But 7.1, solid score. They've got great food. They've got great rolls. You can't go wrong at the old TR. Number 7, barely edging out Texas Roadhouse at 7.2, Culver's. Solid fast food joint. Really, really good. The custard is a 10. Those desserts are unstoppable. I haven't been the same since having custard shakes. I haven't. It's a problem. It's changed me. But I was left wanting on their burgers. I would reach for In-N-Out over Culver's. I really would. But everything else at Culver's, I would love to go to In-N-Out to get a burger and then just go to Culver's for everything else. You got the pretzels, the sides, the cheese curds, that Reuben. They've got great sandwiches, but the burgers themselves, I found them to be missing something. I wasn't wowed, genuinely. But again, 7.2 is a good score. That's a solid place. I've been to Culver's. I will say this for Culver's. I have been to Culver's more than any other restaurant since doing the episode of the restaurant. I've been to Culver's 4 times for an Oreo concrete every single time. I go through the drive-thru. That's what I'm getting every single time. I am obsessed with it. It's changed me. It just has. So I'm unashamed. 7.2, solid score. You're gonna like Culver's and you're gonna love it depending on what you get. You better get the concrete. Number 6, again, they're all really tight in the 7s. Overall, season 2 was a much better restauranted menu. It's a lot tighter of a ranking, but 7.3, just ahead of Culver's, Habit Burger Grill. That place, man, they've got some wows, and then they had some yikes. Again, the same knock I have on Culver's, I have at the Habit. Their burgers left me wanting. There's something about those burger places that the burgers aren't the star. And we'll get to a little bit later where my standard is for a burger, but the Habit is a great, solid, well thought out menu. 6 sides, chicken, fish. It's there, but I don't like it. Tuna, not great. But sandwiches, the sourdough, then the burgers. They have so many options. The place was immaculate. The shakes are good. They've got your pump station. They've got your jalapenos. They got a little serve yourself bar. As far as a restaurant and a menu, it's good. 7.3. No one should be upset with a 7.3. I need those burgers to come up though. Those burgers, they're missing something. And the fries. Burgers and fries are missing something. My perfect order at the Habit doesn't include a burger or fries. That's a little concerning, but that Santa Barbara char with bacon and onion rings, I'm already craving. I guarantee before season 3 starts, I will have that meal. That was so good. Unbelievable. Loved it. So Habit, you know what you're doing, but there's a couple of areas where you could elevate to get you over the top. But very, very good menu. Number 5, starting to go up the rankings. Number 5 at 7.5, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Papa John's is a menu. That is a fast food pizza menu. I don't know if it's looking up at anyone. That is the best fast food pizza in the game. It is. I love it. I can't deny it. It's so good. They do the stuffed crust better than anyone. The way they nailed that Hawaiian, the meats, that Hawaiian barbecue chicken, dream about it. Can't wait to get it. But the thing that really puts Papa John's menu up, the papadillas, the Papa Bowls, and the desserts are all good. I found myself not knowing what I liked the most. And that is the sign of a great menu. The critique, the bread options. I mean, the cheese, the Tuscan cheese, the 6 cheese, it was good. It was good, but their breadsticks are just so dense, big, and the knots, and then they've got the Oreo with the knots. Like, you don't need that. That's not a real dessert. Let that cinna pull apart shine. Oh, but you really can't misstep too much at Papa John's. Papa John's, so good. Man, am I going to go to Papa John's or the Habit first? I don't know. Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, number 4. This was the surprise menu of the season. This one impressed me the most of things that I hadn't eaten with a 7.8, Jersey Mike's. A sub above, and they are. They're a sub above. This one I kind of circled. I'm like, okay, there's a lot I haven't tried here. I'm interested to see what they can pull off. Am I missing anything? And I have been. This has always been my go-to cold, but that flat top, I've been sleeping on it. I have that flat top, hot Philly cheesesteak. So good. They've got the hots and the colds. They've got both. And that's something that Firehouse Subs needs. They need to do a second cooking method to broaden the great items on the menu. I had to put them above Firehouse. I did. 7.8. That's such a good score. But you're gonna lose points with those desserts. Those desserts, no one ever needs to get them. If you're gonna have them, do them right. You've only got 3. We gotta work on those. That would get you up high. But 7.8 for a sandwich place, that's a solid score. And if you haven't been to Jersey Mike's, go. The number 8, I don't know the rest of the numbers, I only know the number 8, but the Italian, the Club Supreme, and the Chipotle cheesesteak, which I have had since recording the episode with the pepper relish, speechless. So good, so good. The hot subs there, they work. They're so good, that flat top. Ugh. All right, top 3. These are all incredible menus. I love them. They really shine. Number 3, the simplest menu there can be, but they do it better than anyone else. Coming in at an 8.1, Five Guys Burgers and Fries. That is the burger. That is the standard. No one's touched it. It's undefeated. Undefeated America. Five Guys. I know it costs more. I know. Stop. I get it. It's worth it. It's worth the money. If you're gonna do it right. And it is done right. And I know the name is terrible, but the Artery Annihilator is so good. 2 all beef patties, the cheese, and a hot dog all the way. No ketchup, barbecue sauce, smothered in fry sauce. I love it. But the shakes are okay. Improve those shakes. Your fries are great, and that's what really gives you the nod over In-N-Out. You've got those Cajun fries, which honestly are the best thing on the menu. The burgers and fries are unrivaled, both of them, and that gets you into the 8s. To get you up into the 9s, you've got to improve those shakes, and you've got it. You're so close. You're so close. Get some of those like strawberry preserves, like real chunks of strawberry, and put that in your strawberry shake. Get fudge instead of Hershey's chocolate syrup. Like, do just those little things so that way people crave your shakes. You're there. It's so good. Five Guys Burgers and Fries. They have me. They're not going anywhere. Number 2, we salute you. The Colonel himself, coming in at 8.5, Kentucky Fried Chicken. So good. Oh, I have forgotten how good KFC was. That menu, it's a complete menu with great options everywhere. You know what I really forgot that was so good there? The biscuits. Those were restaurant quality biscuits. Those were so good. I want one right now. The biscuits, the tenders, the fries, the fried chicken is a 10. You can't get better than that fried chicken. That bone-in original recipe, 11 herbs and spices. It's not looking up at anyone. That's the 10 right there. And then out of nowhere, smacks you in the face, grand slam, bottom of the 9th, those cakes. All 3 of them. That is what sets them apart. They took the time to make great desserts. They've got great biscuits, they've got great fries, they've got great chicken, they've got great desserts. Across the board, you're loving every course at KFC. Now, do they need to improve those mashed potatoes? Absolutely. Could they make a better mac and cheese? Yes. And Popeye's got them on the sandwiches, 100%. They've got them on the sandwiches, but the core of their menu is so good that those things would get them into the 9s and really, really high. You can't go any lower with 8.5. Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's a Japanese tradition. It's an American tradition, and it is for a reason. Colonel, I salute you. Oof. That was the funnest episode, but obviously you knew that. We went to the world's first on a whim. Doesn't get better than that, but that was the surprise funnest episode of the series. So, Brad Christensen, I owe you on that one. That was a great call. Nailed it. And that leaves us at the top of the heap. The best menu from season 2 with a flaming 8.9. Houston Hot Chicken. Wow. I went into that menu a clean slate. And the reason Houston Hot Chicken is coming in at the number 1 spot, the obvious reason, sides, entrees, desserts, all have a wow. But what gets that menu into must-try, can't-miss territory is the waffles. The way those waffles, it's known as a hot chicken place, but whoever created that restaurant knew you need more. And they did it. That might be the best waffle I've ever bought. I've been back twice. I kid you not. Oh my gosh. Houston hot chicken. That's why I do the show. And another reason why it takes the top spot, it took something I would never order and I've never liked, chicken and waffles, and made the best chicken sandwich I've ever had. It is the Change Your Life waffle chicken sandwich. That's what I'm calling it for the rest of my life. Everyone has to have this. It is so good. It's second to none. And I kid you not, there's one sitting in my fridge right now. I'm not even joking. There's a leftover Change Your Life waffle chicken sandwich in my fridge right now. You gotta go. Get it with the honey butter, the coleslaw and the pickle with that Houston sauce. I can't oversell it. Go. If you haven't been, you gotta go. The only knock, and it's a small one, is kind of, again, the same situation with the shakes. Improve that chocolate sauce. Do a fudge. Do a chunky strawberry preserve. And the frozen lemonades, like, everyone wants that like strawberry floating in their drink. Like if you elevated those drinks and those shakes, it's a 10. That's it. That's all you're missing. Everything eaten there is flawless. It's the best chicken tenders I've ever had. The best waffle I've ever had. Okay, and one other small thing. Your breasts. Just a little thicker. Other than that, there's nothing else you can say. Those small improvements to the drinks and the shakes, you'll take over the world. And that's this season's rankings. Now let's take a look. Here's your updated big board for the top 10 restaurants from Best Thing on the Menu for those of you keeping track at home. Obviously, I got to finish it off with my favorite new items of the season. The best of what I've never had before. Best new appetizer. They may have been the bottom spot as far as a full menu, but the best app of the season. Old Spaghetti Factory's spinach artichoke dip. It's a wow. It's so good. It was flawless. The broiling, the balance of flavors, the artichoke, the spinach. That was the best appetizer, and it wasn't close. It was really, really, really good. Best side, we made it all the way to the season finale. It's the onion rings at The Habit. Those are the best onion rings I've ever had. Those onion rings are how you do an onion ring. Flawless, incredible. The Habit's onion rings are on luck. The best. You got to give it to them. They're so good. Best dessert. You know what the best dessert is. Again, we're in Change Your Life territory. It's the Oreo concrete from Culver's. The Oreo concrete from Culver's. Nothing else lives up now. It's changed me. I'll say it 1,000 times. That was by far and away the best dessert of the season. Best sandwich, you already know. You already know the best sandwich. It's the Change Your Life waffle chicken sandwich. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. It's flawless, it's perfect. It's a 10 out of 10. Best sandwich of the season, and it wasn't even close. And double dipping for the best entree of the season, it's those fusion fries from Houston Hot Chicken. Don't sleep on those. That is an entree. That is a full meal. And it was the best entree of the season. The mango, the black bean, the corn, the crinkle fries, which aren't even my favorite, are perfect for it. With 2 chopped up tenders to your spice. Don't get the Houston We Have a Problems. Don't get the hottest. Don't do it. Don't sign the waiver. Even liftoff is insane. But the fusion fries were the best entree of season 2. Houston Hot Chicken deserves 2 spots. That's how good the menu is. And that's it for season 2. It's a wrap. Officially, we're closing this chapter. I've already started filming for season 3. I know what you're all wondering. When is season 3 dropping? Wednesday, September 11th. We will be back for season 3 of Best Thing on the Menu. This show ain't going anywhere. We've got some fun stuff planned for season 3. I'm really excited about it. But please, for the love of all that is holy, please stop requesting the Cheesecake Factory. Stop requesting that restaurant. Not because I won't do it, but because the show's not ready for it, okay? I've already thought about it. I got it. What bothers me about the Cheesecake Factory is it gets requested at all of my comedy shows sarcastically. Like, oh, you do Best Thing on the Menu? Do Cheesecake Factory. And you know what? I'm gonna do Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to. But I can't yet. I can't until this channel grows a little bit more. But I am here to tell you, I give you my word, I will do the Cheesecake Factory. I've already looked at the menu. I will do a 5-part series releasing a part of the menu every day. I will try everything at the Cheesecake Factory for a week. But to do that, I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there. I gotta get them excited to have me. I'm already excited to go, but we gotta get the Cheesecake Factory interested. And the only way to do that, I don't think I need 1 million subscribers. I don't think I need 500,000. I think this show needs to get to 250,000 subscribers, and then I can do Cheesecake Factory and fun restaurants like that. That's the point of the show. I want to be able to get to go to restaurants to get the full experience, so that way you all know exactly how the food comes out, what to expect, and what's going to be great. I give you my word, I will do the Cheesecake Factory once this channel gets 250,000 subscribers. That's what I got to get to. We get there, I'll be able to get in there. I want to do it right. That's what's important to me. So spread the word. We're only like 249,500 away. But we're so close. We're so close. One day we'll get there. But thank you so much for watching. Season 3 drops Wednesday, September 11th. I don't know why I got so excited about that. I am excited about it. I need to have like a firework or something. Drop in the comments where you want to see me go. I got a couple open spots still. Thank you for commenting and suggesting restaurants. I try to match a guest with a restaurant, make it as good as possible. It's a little bit tricky, but we will see you September 11th for season 3 of Best Thing on the Menu.